like that face-off win, hey, snap that thing back. No, that was so much fun. Like, yeah, gotta play some more minutes and stuff, and I thought so much fun. It was so much fun. At the time of my life out there going, I thought I was moving my feet really well, getting the forecheck, like making lots of hits and playing real physical and mean, and I thought that, I had so much fun, and yeah, so happy we got the win. Like that was the best. Yeah.
Matt, what does it mean to be a part of that?
When you get those, when you get that shift, the last 2 minutes of the third period, and then you get an overtime shift.
Yeah.
Can you overthink that, or do you just have to go out and,
No, I remember he had me call my name with like 2 minutes left. I was like, oh my God, let's go. I was like, Jimmy Crickets, let's go. And then, I was just went out there and just tried to buzz around, do my job. Like, I felt really good in the game. I felt good with the puck, felt good in the D zone. And then in overtime, like, got a low zone shift. I was pretty excited about that one. But, it was just a blast, so much fun.
What does it mean to you to be a part of this big win?
Yeah, it's an honor. Like, I love all these guys. Like I've said before, all these guys have been unbelievable to me. A whole bunch of big brothers to me, and taking me under their wing and to like have an impact and be able to come up with a big win. Like that's all I could ever ask for. So it was awesome.
What does it say about this team that you had the ability to put that first game in your rearview mirror and come out and play with the Fire tonight?
I think that we've done that all year. Like we owed them a game type of thing. Like we had to come back out and we had to like chomping. We had to come out absolutely buzzing, and I thought we did. And I thought we had a great game and a Goody, huge snipe, not a big deal. That was wicked. Goody with the absolute snipe, so I was so fired up.
When Jimmy goes down, do you figure your ice time might go up? Or?
Yeah, that was tough to see Jimmy go down, like be my line all year and stuff. So that sucked him going down, but I thought maybe I'd get some more ice time. I just wanted to, if I do, I wanted to make sure that I was good. I had to make the most of it, and I wanted to be effective, and I didn't want to let the team down.
Speaking of winners, when you see Barclay got that one.
Oh my gosh, that was unbelievable. It's an absolute snipe, and yeah, it was great. Like that guy takes like all the D zone draws, penalty killer, does all the greasy things, and see him score a huge overtime winner was unbelievable. So
what's that? He's just the 16 win.
Oh yeah, Goody's that guy. Yeah.
What's it feel like 54 seconds into your first shift, you're getting Rempe chants in this building in a playoff game?
Yeah, like except for like fans here, by for the best, like unbelievable. Like I don't want to let them down. I love them so much. Like no matter what, like they're chanting, and like I got to go out there and I want to make them proud. I want to go out there and do something every shift. So how can you not have energy when they're chanting that? Like got out there and I hadn't done anything yet, and they're chanting. So it was awesome. So yeah, unbelievable.
What you saw from your team's effort in the way they just battled tonight?
Really good. I thought we were just sharper with everything we were doing. It's a game that goes back and forth. It's tight. It's close both ways. I do think that we started to take control of the game. Through the second, some good things in the third. We needed Chesty sometimes for some big saves. The overtime, I really liked the way we played the overtime, and on the attack, it seemed like we were three-quarter icing them a little bit, but it's a good hockey team. It was a good game. It went both ways, and it comes down to overtime and a shot. Goody made a heck of a shot on that.
Up front?
Peter, that first goal seemed like so many things took place there. The physicality of Lafreniere, and you guys kind of establishing that, and obviously the first goal for the series. Can you just speak to how critical that was, and to set a tone?
Well, I like the start. I like the first 8 minutes or so, 10 minutes maybe. We were good defensively and putting pucks behind them, trying to be physical. And again, it was a nice play in the offensive zone, and you end up tapping one in. So it was a great start. That was part of the start.
Stay on the right.
I think Barclay's goal started with defensive zone face-off win. Just how good was he at those little things tonight, and what did you see?
Well, his face-offs were really good at one point. We had a couple guys that were doing pretty good in the circle. He was one of them. And like I said, when Jimmy came out, we ended up losing the role of the bench to roll the four lines, and then it tightens up in overtime even a little bit more. And so just at that point, it slipped him in. Out there in the middle, and big face-off, ends up coming down. He gets it across the blue line and just ripped it. It was a really nice shot.
Peter, speaking of shortening the benches, Rempe's joke that when 2 minutes left, you called his name. He was like, "What?" Come again. I think he said Jiminy Crickets was actually the quote he gave. I mean, what did you see from him that you had such confidence to just play him as much as you did in the third period and even give him a shift in overtime?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was trying to get some shifts. At that point, we were kind of locking on lines, the lines that they were rolling, and if they rolled their line on the go, then it was difficult to get him out there. But I thought he had really good pace right from the start of the game. He was effective on the forecheck, effective putting it behind him, putting it in the other team's zone, staying down in there. I thought he came out and had a real impact, especially early on in the first period.
Right side, fourth row.
Peter, not just Rempe's line, but it seemed like from the get-go, everybody,
Yep.
the forecheck was more noticeable. How much of a point of emphasis was that coming into the game, and how much did you feel like maybe you guys dictated a little bit more tonight than you did in the previous game?
I definitely think that we still had chances last game. I said that, but there was things that I thought we could have done better. I thought the execution was better. I thought that we were a little bit more physical. I thought we made good decisions with the puck that led to a forecheck, and instead of turning it over on the offensive blue line, put it behind, go forecheck, turn things over inside of there, you're 200 feet away from your net. So there was some things that we did that I thought were smarter tonight inside of our game that allowed us to play more in the offensive zone, more the way we wanted to play.
Right side, second row.
Peter, can you describe Barclay Goodrow from a coaching perspective and what he means to a coach to have a player like that?
Well, I mean, when you get a player that can do everything, where a coach can rely on that person, that's a pretty useful tool in the toolbox. It takes face-offs, plays all three forward positions. You want him out there at the end of the game. If you're winning a hockey game, you can match him up against top lines. Brings physicality, brings leadership, brings a lot of qualities inside of our room. Great teammate, and so when you get a player like that, you appreciate it as a coach of all the things that he brings to the table. To see him score a goal like tonight is awesome, because his role doesn't always consist of that. It's not always in the offensive zone, and it's not on the power play, but when you see somebody who does so many other things that helps the team be successful, you're really happy for a guy like that when he can make a huge impact in the game tonight offensively.
Left side, third row.
Coach, can you describe how big of a swing in the series this was with the win?
Yeah, I mean, listen, every game is a page in the story, and the first game went down. Like I said, it was 1-0 all the way through the game. We had looks, we had chances, it didn't go. And so it goes to them. Tonight was the same thing. It's just it's another page of the story. I thought it was a pretty competitive game both ways. I did like our game better, and we ended up getting a big overtime goal to move on. So you definitely feel a lot better going down to Florida 1-1 than 0-2, and so it was a big win for us.
We'll do two more questions. Right side in the middle.
Peter, is there an update on Jimmy Vesey?
He's upper body right now and being evaluated. So we'll see.
Last question, left side.
Coach, you mentioned needing a couple big saves from Igor tonight.
Yeah.
As a coach, when you have a close, tight game like this in the playoffs, how important is it to have someone like him in net?
Well, I mean, he's been terrific. He's been terrific this year. He's certainly been terrific in the playoffs. But, at some point, and it happened both ends. I thought that there was good goaltending at both ends. Even last game, there was good goaltending at both ends. And both of these guys are good goaltenders. And so I thought that, when you're trying to push last game, and when you're trying to win a hockey game to make sure that you do put the win and it evens the series 1-1, you're going to need some saves. You're going to need some timely saves. And there was a couple big ones tonight where they got behind us, and I thought he came up huge in a couple instances and made big saves, and that's what you need from your goalie. He's, that's to me, that's a difference maker in a game. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
So a lot of things happen there. Lafreniere obviously makes that big physical play. You guys get off the schneid, so to speak. Can you speak to how huge that was because of everything that happened there? Not just, it seemed like it was just more than just a goal, if you will.
Yeah, I thought it was a great play by Left, coming in being physical on the forecheck. Foxy made a heads-up play. I just had to pretty much stand back door and put in the empty net. But it's always nice to get on the board first.
Stay on the right.
Barclay, I know in the regular season there were a couple times where you talked about wanting to produce more on the score sheet. Just how did it feel to come up in a moment like this with your offense rather than with your defense?
Yeah, it feels good. I think whenever you can, do something to help the team. Obviously, I think we played a pretty good game tonight, and it was nice to get rewarded with the win.
Left side, third row.
Barclay, describe the feeling when you see the puck go in the net.
Very happy, I guess. Don't really remember exactly how it went in, but I just remember, Trocheck made a great pass to me. Cools was driving the net, opening up the lane. So it was a great play by those two.
Right side in the middle.
Vincent, if you could just describe the appreciation in the room for everything that Barclay brings all year long and how fitting it would be in a moment like this for him to come through for you guys.
Yeah, everybody knows what he brings to the team. Every night he's going to bring the same game. We use him in all different situations. He's a guy that you can count on defensively, and he's going to bring his best effort every night, play physical, and in these playoffs he's been outstanding for us on both ends of the ice.
Left side, second row.
Barclay, was there any moment after the goal where you were a little concerned that you might have gotten it with a high stick?
No. No, I think it was in the play. I never crossed my mind that it was a high stick.
Right side, second row.
Barclay, you had 4 goals in 80 games in the regular season. 1 game winner. You have 4 in 12 games, 2 game winners in the playoffs. How and why?
I don't know. I'm just trying to bring the same game every night. Just doing whatever I can to help the team win games, and just trying to bring my best game every night.
We'll do 2 more. Left side.
For either one, guys walking down through the stands to come down here afterwards, there was a sigh of relief among the crowd. Is there any kind of relief among the players now that's 1-1 instead of down 0-2?
I think obviously tonight was a huge game for us. I think we weren't completely satisfied with the way we played in game 1. I think we wanted to rebound tonight with a better game, and I think we feel a lot better with how we played tonight.